going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here. We're on the final episode of Heartstopper, which sucks to say because I have really enjoyed the show. It's been a remarkable, well done, well acted show, and yeah, I just really have taking a huge liking to the show. Although the last episode did test me. Obviously, if you watched episode 7, you'll know why. Harry more so specifically, so... but also it was testing me emotionally because we had Charlie be like, I think it's best. And then they got interrupted, of course, so, you know. But yeah, and of course you did sympathise with Tao in the last episode, so... Yeah, but no, it's been a really, really wonderful show, and yeah, I've really enjoyed doing this, so I am really excited and, you know, kind of nervous to see how we're going to end things, but as I said, I'm rooting for a happy ending, because otherwise it's just going to be, I'm just going to be done, so no, I'm excited to see how we do conclude things for what has been a wonderful show. So, with that said, let's get into episode number 8 of Heartstopper. Let's go.
Yeah, I do just ruin people's lives. Would it be better if I didn't exist?
No, no. Hook him. No. She is an amazing sister.
You're not ruining my life.
Tao? I heard Harry got suspended for fighting. So
oh, good. Good.
That's good.
We don't have to see that prick again.
Okay, Year 10s. Before we start today's lesson, I've been told to remind you all that the Shroom Hicks Sports Day is on Friday.
Sports Day!
So make sure you've all signed up for an event.
Did you want to get lunch together?
No.
I can't. Sorry.
Come in.
Pain.
Hey, how's it going?
Pet him when he's forgotten I exist. Like, I deserve to be appreciated.
Tao. You still are.
You just told me that you two were going out. Like, maybe I would have done things differently. Maybe I would have stayed more low-key. And I've known Charlie since we were 11, and he's always had a tendency to believe that him just existing is annoying for other people.
Yeah.
Can't really blame him. Low self-esteem.
I sort of got that impression.
He's not going to force you to come out, which is good. And
someone with low self-esteem, yeah.
He probably wants to do something more. You should talk to him.
Yeah, so should you.
No.
Tao, come on.
Stay pissed off with him for a bit longer.
You should try rugby. It's good for releasing negative emotions.
Oh, wow. But can I say, I just really loved this talk.
We can figure out the details.
No. I want to do this.
I kind of missed sports day when I was in school. Always a sprinter. Always a winner.
Where's Charlie? I haven't seen him.
He's probably with the rugby team.
But the match doesn't start until the end of the day.
Okay, she's just informed me that she won't murder you. But she's watching the Red versus Blues rugby match later today.
Ooh, Red versus Blue.
Worst fate, if you ask me.
Do you ever wonder why we're here?
I'm not going to make you go because I'm a nice teacher. And when I was at school, I thought that hiding from it all was safer, easier.
It just
but
hurts you.
The loneliness was just as bad.
Yeah.
I can't run.
He really can't.
Can't you?
Well, not fast.
He can't, to be fair. No, this...
of me.
What? Why?
You hate.
Well, he's a runner, so...
Thanks. It's fine.
Let's go, Charlie.
I'm just sorry.
Really fast. Come on.
He's gonna beat Ben. See, he's obsessed with beating you. Woo!
You don't get to have an opinion about anything I do.
Do you want me to go around telling people about you and Nick?
Do you want me
Oh
to go
my
around telling
god.
people about me and you?
Oh!
Except I wouldn't do that because I'm a decent person. I understand.
Learn from
that you're
it.
Figuring out your sexuality. But you don't get to make me feel like crap anymore just because you hate yourself. I should have been a better friend and I've been kind of... I shouldn't have gotten angry at you.
Hug!
I made it so hard for you to tell me.
I should have been looking out for you as much as you were looking out for me.
This is it. It's all a big kerfuffle, but, you know, at least we're good. We're on good
Maybe we
terms.
could have a movie night on Saturday?
Yeah, I have a really...
I don't have the body for it. And I think she acted on the kiss, so it, yeah.
Yes. Everything's awful without you. I'm okay now. I promise.
Come on, I want the kiss. This is kind of sweet. But I know Elle's been not acting on anything for a reason.
You've got the wrong team's face paint on.
Ah!
Swapping bibs with me.
Just wipe the face paint off. Ow.
It's so close, but
It's not coming off.
you still love this vibe.
Come on. I want to go find my old locker.
I think Tao was gonna act on it as well. Tao, yeah, Tao's... Oh my god. He sees him, he sees him, he sees him. Oh my god. Oh my god, Nick! Ah, my heart! Ah, my heart! Ah, my heart! I love how proud she
Are you
is!
going to tell Nick Nelson that he has to do the match?
No, I'm good.
Not for my mates or anything like that. It's all worth it to be with you.
Oh!
I mean, you are the kindest, most thoughtful and caring and an amazing person in the whole world.
Okay,
and
come
if
on.
you really want us to be together,
Nick.
you're my favourite person.
Nick.
I need you to believe me.
Nick,
So worried.
I believe you.
We're back,
I
folks.
believe you.
I am fine. I am not emotional whatsoever, folks.
The beach! Oh my god!
We're gonna get a beach episode. I'm also low-key hurting because of Doctor Who. Aww. Cute bones, Tom. I love it.
What if I came out?
If he's so
Do you
sure.
really want to?
I really want to. I know I've been pretty unsure of everything for a while, but, like, I'm definitely bisexual. And I don't want to have to sneak around pretending we're
Welcome to the club,
platonic
Nick.
BFFs. And I want you to be able to tell people too. Oh my god, I like you so much. And I love liking you.
Oh, I love this. This is.
Charlie Spring in a romantic way, not just a friend way. What?
I never thought this would happen to me.
Nick's happy, Charlie's happy, we're all happy.
Me neither. Yes. Was that not already established the last 10 times we made out?
Why are we like this?
You know, it's not official until we Facebook announce it.
Boyfriend! I'm your boyfriend! We're boyfriends!
Dad, drop me!
You can just imagine someone's gonna be taking a nap and be like,
He's my boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Charlie's my boyfriend. We're going out. And I just wanted you to know.
Oh, baby. Oh. Oh, thank you for telling me.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like you couldn't tell me that.
I started liking him way before that.
Oh, I love you. Oh.
Olivia Colman, you are an icon. And how happy he is. How happy Nick is. I just love... I love this show so much. Oh my goodness. You know what? I was hoping for a happy ending, but god damn, why did the show have to make me cry? No. Oh no, you know what? As far as endings go, for like especially given the last episode, that was perfect. That was beautiful. That was really, really wonderful. I just really, really loved that conclusion. It was a really, really beautiful ending, especially the moment where both Charlie and Nick, they decided to go to the beach, and I felt like it's not just a really, really wholesome way to kind of re-energize that connection after obviously the first half of this episode was a bit stiff with Charlie avoiding Nick, but also it's a really, really beautiful way to have Nick confirm to Charlie that he's ready to come out and ready to have this relationship more public. And you know, just the visuals again, they've been one of the pillars. There's been so many pillars in this show, but they definitely were the pillars as well. So, and then that moment where, you know, Nick tells his mum that he's bi, that got me. As someone who was bisexual, and I've, you know, went over my story in, I think it was episode 6, was it episode 5? Short-term memory of me. It was only like a few days ago, but no, I went over my story, and you know, it's just really, really, I think it helps that you've got very, very well done actors playing well done characters as well. Like you are really, really rooting for these characters to thrive and to have that happiness. And you know, this whole journey, it's just been one remarkable accomplishment in my opinion. And you know, when Nick just told his mum, like, I could really whilst he said to Charlie he's ready to come out as bi, you could really feel the anxiety and the nerves in that moment. And it's just amazing that he has such a wonderful, loving mother there, and you know how she was just there, just soaking in what Nick had to say, because she knows that this is a very, very big thing for Nick to admit to. And not just that though, but she loves the world of him. I think we've seen it time and again. Every time Olivia Colman has appeared, like, we've seen her how you know, she's happy for her son. So, but yeah, like, that really did get to me, that bit, so much. There was quite a few moments in this where it got to me, but that was that moment that was pushing me on the verge of breaking. So yeah, that was a really, really beautiful moment. It was a really, really great episode. Like, I really loved the moment where you had that teacher encouraging him and giving him that spur of confidence to what he needed to like, especially when he talked about loneliness. And, you know, as someone who it's funny because I said that I have related to Nick, but I also do relate to Charlie in the sense of that blaming, that like I always put myself at the blame for everything. Like, I'm always an annoyance, a hindrance, all that jazz. Yeah, I can definitely relate to Charlie in that essence, and that sometimes it is, you know, best for me to be alone because I don't get to jeopardize people, especially when, you know, I think my autism is already a hindrance to other people because sometimes I confuse them and, you know, sometimes I muck up. And I just feel like I can muck up on some of the most simplest things, and it's just so ridiculous for me to do and for people to absorb. So yeah, I have sympathized with Charlie, and I have sympathized with Nick, and I really, really love that because these two characters, like, it does show that the reality of the you know, that vibe where you feel like you're better off alone. And, you know, Charlie has shown some very, very great characteristics, in my opinion, and some relatable ones, and you just sympathize with him in that moment where I gotta say, Tori, she's an amazing sister, and I really loved her care and how she was very, very sad about the fact that Charlie said that sometimes it would be better off if I just wasn't here. And it just does hurt because of the fact that, like I said, sometimes I just feel like loneliness is my best option. And yeah, it's just great that some of these characters have had relatable traits, whether they're positive or whether they are sad traits. It's not done in a very cheap manner. It's done in a relatable manner, in a manner that's well written, well portrayed, and it's just been a fantastic show. So, but yeah, like I said, I loved the moment with Charlie apologizing and saying what needed to be said in that moment, especially after that teacher's you know, encouraged him. First, not only did he beat Ben, I was so hoping for that. Like, I mean, I was kind of expecting it because there was I mean, we know Charlie is fast, but I was like, oh, come on, just beat him. And just the way that he absolutely laid into him in regards to the fact that I know you've been insecure, but there's no way to make me feel bad, etc. So it was just really, really great for Charlie to tell Ben where to go, basically. And it was just really, really uplifting. Like I said, with the last episode with Harry, he's just a knob, and just seeing Tao tackle him is cathartic enough. Ben isn't as aggressive. He is very insecure, but he's still very, very detrimental in regards to how he's affected Charlie and how he's worsened his self-esteem, etc. So for Charlie to tell him off in that manner was very, very cathartic and appropriate, in my opinion. And then that, you know, reunion with him and Tao was just really, really good. And like I said, there was a bit of a kerfuffle in regards to how you know, Charlie was worried with Tao's feelings, and Tao just didn't want to be alone and all that. It was a big kerfuffle, as I mentioned in the last episode, and I'm glad they were able to realize that, yeah, they do work well together as amazing friends, and they don't want to, you know, be apart. So But yeah, I also really loved that moment of Nick and Tao having a good talk, and there wasn't any hostility. There was a really, really nice talk between the pair, and it was really, really good. There was a bit of that tension in episode 5, of course, but with this, obviously, Charlie is. Even though Tao was avoiding Charlie, they are both Charlie's avoiding both Nick and Tao. So yeah, and it was a really, really well needed discussion. There wasn't any hostility, in my opinion. It was really well done, and yeah, it got Tao to express how he's been feeling about the fact that he's been joining the rugby team, and that's going to attract negative vibes, as well as the fact that he thought that Nick, especially being part of the rugby team, would be detrimental to him, when that wasn't the case. And I think Tao is starting to realise that. So I'm hoping that more comes between Tao and Nick in a very good manner. As well as a potential relationship for Tao and Elle, because there was a tease, and it looked like Tao was going to initiate on the kiss, but Elle, yeah, she is still feeling a bit. She's still not feeling it in regards to the fact that what she said in episode 6, she's went through so many changes. So I feel like that's going to be a developing point for if we get a season 2. I assume we're going to get a season 2. This show has just been applauded, understandably so, and it's just been a really beautiful show, and I am really curious to see what they're going to do with Nick and Charlie in season 2. Yeah, it's just been a really, really beautiful journey, and I've really loved it. I've really loved how things have been in terms of developing, from a developing point, should I say. Yeah, it's just been really, really beautiful. And that, like I said, that moment on the beach was just really, really wholesome. So yeah, but it's just been a fantastic show, honestly. I've really loved the journey. I've really loved the characters. And yeah, I loved that moment as well when Nick saw Charlie and he just went for him, and they were able to. It was Charlie's last person he needed to, I guess, air out his feelings to, although Nick was the one to air out his feelings. And it was just really, really wholesome when he said, I can't lose you. And he was really, really worried about losing Charlie. And Charlie was, confiding in him. But what I really, really love is Charlie can be happy now. He doesn't have to live this life of secrecy. And, whereas he accepted Nick to keep finding more about himself and for them to have their thing, whilst Nick, of course, did find himself. He can. This is a big step forward, not just for Nick but for Charlie as well, and it's really, really great. So they can have that happiness, and you could see how Nick was so happy in regards to referring to Charlie as his boyfriend. Especially with the fact, hasn't this been said like the past 10 times? And obviously Charlie still, like even though that Nick has said, I plan to come out, etc., it's still very, very cautious, because this is a feeling that Charlie is not used to. And it is really, really sad. But now he could be happy, and now we can all be happy for Charlie that he gets this, that he gets to have this moment where he can be like, this is my boyfriend, and he doesn't have to hide all of this, and he can be happy for Nick that he's managed to find himself, that he's managed to identify as bisexual. So yeah, but I've really loved this show, and I've really loved the journey, and like I said, I do expect a season 2 to happen. then again, it's Netflix. It's 50-50, considering the fact that, you know, they cancelled the OA and all of that. But I think the viewership for the show is through the roof. So I have no doubt the fact that we will get a season 2 for Heartstopper. And I will be looking forward to delving into that. But yeah, like I said, it was a really, really beautiful way of concluding such a well done, well written, fantastic show that was brilliantly acted. I've really loved this journey, and it's just felt like it's been a wonderful experience going through this show for these past 2 weeks. So yeah, but yeah, until the next time, I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys have enjoyed not just this reaction, but my Heartstopper reactions. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!